The first reading, Moses is reminding the mighty work God has done for the Israelites. God is God of gods, King of kings, and Moses speaks this not just God has given him these words, rather out of his experience. He tells the Israelites, God has redeemed us from the Egyptian slavery. Therefore, he is mighty God, and that God is with them. He is leading them. He is guiding them. Therefore, the Israelites are asked to love him with all their heart and obey the commandment of God. We see a continuity in the gospel. In the gospel, Jesus speaks of paying the taxes, temple tax. And what is this temple tax? The temple tax is the ransom money paid by every Israelites for redeeming them from the slavery of Egypt. So it is a half a shekel of money paid annually as a ransom, just remembering God has redeemed them. So over the years, that money used to be used for the expenditure of the temple, Jerusalem temple. To maintain that temple, they were using this money. And again, just before speaking about this tax, Jesus is speaking of his death, his passion, and resurrection. So here is the money the Israelites, the people are praying as a ransom for redeeming them. Now God himself sends his only son, and Jesus gives himself. He dies on the cross. He sheds his blood as a ransom for our sins to redeem us. And that is freely given. Not that we need to pay any tax. Rather, we need to obey him. As Moses says in the first reading, we have to keep his commandments in order to attain that salvation, in order to be with God in heaven. We have to love him, we have to obey him, and that has to be very visibly seen in our day-to-day life. So at tax, Israelites paid, and Jesus has given himself totally to us for our salvation and for our redemption. So my dear brothers and sisters, as we are celebrating this Eucharistic celebration, let us freely give ourselves to Jesus and seek God's will and try to practice them in our life, because our God is God of gods, King of kings, and he is with us. He redeems us. He will never forget us.